All right, Nicolai, another solid round for you. Put yourself one shot back right now off the lead heading into the final two rounds. Just kind of take us through what's going well for you right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's been two solid days. Played some really good golf. Scrambled pretty well when I've been out of position, and finished up with a nice par 9 today, or 18. Feel like the driving has been quite solid. I still miss a few fairways in the par 5s, which are the scoring holes. But overall, very pleased with the game.
How much sleep did you get last night?
Probably started out with 4 hours, and then maybe an hour at a time for 4 hours maybe. So I don't know. Not much sleep at the moment, but I feel good in the morning. Wake up early and feel fresh. But when we get to midday and afternoon, I can feel like body is tired. But it's getting better for every day. But yeah, we'll find a way.
Did you catch any with your sleeping? Did you catch any Erasmus's round then? He's contending after after a round over there in Europe.
Yeah, I actually woke up in the middle of the night and looked at the scores. So saw a little bit before I went to sleep last night, and yeah, it's weird that so big difference in time zone wise, and I just been there, so it's kind of a bit surreal. But it's pretty cool to see him play well, and hopefully he'll keep it up the next few days. And but yeah, I wish him the best.
And then just the North course is the easier of the two courses. Shot close to the same round, but did you feel it a little bit more, like a little bit more forgiving at different points, or that you could go get that course a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I made 3 pars and 3 par 5s today, and I was green side on 11, so I had plenty of chances to shoot this one even lower, and I could see the course playing a little bit easier, but there's still some strong holes out there. Long par 3, couple long par 4s, but yeah, it's definitely a little bit easier. But you can shoot a good score on South course as well if you're in the fairway. But it's definitely stronger. The par 5s are longer, so you don't just reach them as you do on North. But yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Yeah.
How do you explain playing so well when you haven't seen, the entire South course and only half of the North?
It's a good question. Sometimes not knowing where the trouble is a good thing. But now I know, so it's going to be different in the weekend probably. But you can see most of the course, so it's about trusting the execution part of it a little bit more. And I think that's very important at times that you focus on that more than just looking at the golf course, what you're supposed to do, and go internal and focus on yourself and your own ball striking and trying to put in the fairway. I feel like sometimes that's a bit underrated, and I feel like this week has been the main focus.
So when you did play 9 that practice round, did you play the front or the back of the North?
I played back 9 on North.
So you haven't seen the front of the
No.
North until you played it today?
No.
How long was that travel day that got you here? I heard maybe you went through, did you go through Canada? And
Yeah.
then here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously a long travel, but it's part of it, and it's the right way. So we're 12 hours behind, so it's easier going this way than going back again. And it's probably 20 hours of travel, but we got here Monday midday, so we had plenty of time to recover and get ready. But then it's a Wednesday start, so it felt a little bit stressful still. But we had our focus was just to get ready for the tournament and then focus on the golf course, focus on the execution part on the golf course. And so far it worked really well. So hopefully we can build on that in the weekend.
So is that the new winning formula, like sleep deprivation and not seeing courses and everything that's like counterintuitive to what you would think?
We haven't won anything yet, so I don't think it's the right way to go about it all the time. But certain times, I think it's good to have a different focus and maybe spend a bit more time on the recovering part. But I'm going to do weeks similar to this, but it's going to be on course I know, so I won't play too much. Normally, when I go to new course, I spend more time on the golf course than on the practice area, but it's been a little bit different this time. But it worked well so far, and yeah, we might do it again at some point.
Yourself and Matthew Pavon both up towards the top of the board. Just wanted to get your thoughts on the talent on the DP World Tour, and obviously more opportunities for those guys coming over to play here.
Yeah, it's exciting. There's a lot of good players, and you see the guys coming over now playing some really good golf, and there's still plenty on the DP World Tour that's really, really good. And yeah, it's good to see some Europeans as well competing on the PGA Tour. I think it's good for the global picture. And obviously, knowing the guys coming from Europe as well, it sometimes makes it a bit more comfortable as well. But yeah, it's cool to see.
And Nicolai, last question. Obviously, a big round on the South Course. The South Course is the course that hosted the U.S. Open. It has the reputation that of being a tough golf course. And you go out, you put out a big number there your first day, and then did that take a little bit of or any pressure off of you coming into today, knowing that you kind of slayed the big beast, and then you have the North Course, which is still a test, but not known as being as tough as the South Course?
I actually think, yeah, it probably takes a little bit of pressure, but in a way where I could see my game was really solid. I could see my driving was solid, which kind of I can back myself a little bit more going into today's round. But you know, there's still thick rough around North Course. You still got to hit the shots out there. It's not just easy golf course. If you're in the fairway and you hit the right shots, yeah, you can tear it up, but you still got to hit the shots on that course, and you got to hit the shots on every course you play. I don't feel like it's that easy. I've played some really good golf these 2 days, so it kind of felt stress-free. But I can see that you can get in trouble on both courses.